Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show this evening. Tonight's guest, we have a young man that's been in the system. He's been out of the system, fall, came back. Now he's doing some positive things in life, and he has a future in his life. So we're going to bring on Brother Teddy, bring him on the show, and welcome you to the show, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, glad to have
Thank
you
you
on the
very
show.
much. Appreciate you.
I always tell brothers to welcome home.
Yes.
I do that for a reason because you're home, and failure is not an option.
Yeah. Straight up.
So what you went into the system when?
Well, the first time I've been in and out of jails since like '91, but the first time I went into the California correctional facility was 2002.
Okay, okay. And what crime did you go in for?
Drugs.
Drugs. Okay. And you did how much time?
4 years.
4 years. And while you was doing time in the system, what year did you go in the system?
Well, to the state system or
Yeah, CDC.
2002.
2002. At the time you went to the system, it was kind of rocky a little bit.
Mm.
You know, things was going on.
Yeah.
At what time during your incarceration did a light come on that you should do something different with your life?
Well, the light came on about 20 years ago. I got fed a false bill of goods, the wrong information from my father, my mother, and my guardian before that. And so once I understood that I wanted to do something different, the light really came on when I was about 28,
Okay.
my first term. And
you say your first term.
yeah,
So you've done more time
yes,
in the Department of Corrections?
yes.
How many numbers did you have?
Just one,
Just one number. Okay.
one number.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So the light came on at some time,
yeah.
and you did a change.
Yeah, but I really didn't know how to change. I wanted to change so I can be in my children's life, but I didn't know how to change. I've been selling drugs since I was like 11 years old,
Okay.
so I didn't know how to go, or nobody taught me, or even facilitated my going to fill out a job application and get a job, even if it was at McDonald's. Nobody, we just sold drugs. Everybody just sold drugs.
Right. So you started selling drugs at an early age?
Yeah, 11 years old.
11 years old. Okay. And you sold drugs up until what time in life?
Up until 41.
Okay. So you got out of Department of Corrections, and what year did you come home?
2008.
2008. And you gave that number back.
Yeah,
Okay. And at some time you slipped.
yeah,
You kind of like, kind of black backslid and went down the hill
yeah,
and went into the county facility,
yeah.
I assume. How much time did you do in the county?
Well, with the fighting the case, probably maybe about 2 years.
Okay.
Fighting the case in and out,
Okay.
bailing out, going back, bailing out,
And how much time did you do then?
What happened was somebody saw that maybe if I was given a program that I could do something different. And, they didn't want to give me the program at first because, I was like telling the judge, like, man, he's like, well, I'm going to give you a outpatient program. And I was like, no, I don't want the outpatient program because at my house I had everything that I needed to stay in my addiction.
Right.
So I was like, no, I don't want to go home, right? So he was like, well, we want to give you the outpatient program, and I'm just constantly telling him, no. So when they started giving me the outpatient programs and I was still messing up and still catching cases, well, not catching cases is just, never showing up to court.
Right.
Because, I'm loaded. So, the court is not,
No need showing up.
I'm loaded.
Right.
So,
No need showing up.
so, and I built out. This is over like a 2-year period. I built out, and one day the judge just said, Mr. Tolliver, please don't bail out this time. We have a bed for you at Health Right 360.
Inpatient.
And I told him, like, okay, but at first they were going to send me somewhere else, like Asian American or something. I was like, no, I want to go to Health Right 360 because in my mind, I knew if I went to Health Right 360, I would come out and be a Waldenite,
Right.
like like the people I seen, and that's what like if I was gonna do it, I was gonna do it like all in. So they sent me to Health Right 360, and here I am today.
Okay. So how long did you do in that health right?
6 months.
6 months. Right, right. So you left Health Right, and you graduated from Health Right,
Yes.
and then you went on what?
Also graduated from drug court because that's
Okay.
what sent me to Health Right.
Right, right.
Graduated from drug court, and then I just started becoming a part of organizations that was doing positive things in the neighborhood, in the communities, like M3 Men's Mentoring Movement, Positive Directions Equals Change, Californians for Safety and Justice,
Okay.
and I just became a part of the community in a positive aspect, and it gave me something to look forward to. Like, and I went to school. I got my school on my
Right.
on my chest.
City College. Right.
CCSF, and I didn't have no direction when I started going to school. But one day, Beth Freeman, who's the chair for the health department at City College, said, you might be able to graduate this semester. So we went over my paperwork, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to graduate, but it gave me something to aim for.
Right, right,
So
right.
I never was a dumb kid in school. I always got A's and B's in school, but I didn't have no direction because all my family was going this way.
Right.
So this is the way I ended up going. But
Right. You mentioned Positive Direction.
Yes.
What is that?
it's a organization where we help people in the community with that have problems with living, problems with drug using, or problems with violence, and we show them different things on how to reenter society without going back to the past situations that you might have come from.
Okay. So Positive Direction. I'm hearing Positive Direction. They have a program every Friday night.
Yeah, the gathering.
Yeah, in Trail Hill.
Yeah, the gathering.
Okay, the gathering. So that's every Friday night.
Every Friday night from 8 to 10.
Anybody's welcome.
Anybody's welcome.
Okay, and that's from what time?
8 to 10.
8 to 10 every Friday night.
Every Friday night for the last 20 years since '92. So
Okay.
it's been over 20 years.
Okay, so that's every Friday night, and everybody's welcome to come and sit in on Positive Direction.
Yes.
I've been a few times.
Yes.
It's an outstanding program.
Yes.
We got Cedric Akbar,
Craig Johnson,
Craig Johnson,
Ron Thomas.
right, a number of brothers that's there to help the brothers and sisters of all races and creeds
Yes.
to come and better themselves and change their lives.
Yeah.
it's a
The
good-
ironic part about that gathering is that it takes place on Friday night at 8 to 10.
8 to
And
10.
that's a time where we do all type of other stuff. So it gives people a place to go out
Right.
but not be in the riffraff.
Right, other than other stuff.
Yes.
Right. Do you have the address to that?
Yes.
Give me the address.
It's what is it? Oh my gosh, you just got me. I know it's on DeHaro and I don't have it. I can't remember it.
It's the center on DeHaro
yeah,
and Betrell Hill.
Yeah, it's called the Betrell Hill Neighborhood House.
Right. So we want to give people the information. They can go on the website and look it up. The Harrow Street,
Yes.
and the name of it is the
Betrell Hill Neighborhood House.
Neighborhood House. Right.
We're the same place they used to have the Omega's Boys Club
Exactly.
meets.
So they can go on the website and look that up and attend that if they wish. I
Yes.
advise them to attend it
Yes.
because it's an outstanding program.
Yes.
So you went through the Health Right. You graduated from Health Right. Okay. You're in college now.
Yes.
You are in the process of receiving your bachelor's degree.
No, right now I'm at City College, so I'm gonna get my associate's degree, in health education.
Okay.
And in social behavioral arts.
Okay.
Well, it's liberal arts rather.
Okay.
But so by me, even with that piece, right? I wasn't even considering going to school and getting my bachelor's, but now I go to San Francisco State also,
Okay.
and there I will be getting my health education
Okay.
bachelor's, my BS, and just I have goals now. I have things to do. I have a 4-year plan. I will be getting my master's in health education in 4 years. So this is my plan, and education is a big key for me because even though I might not be with the whole situation, the system that's going on, I have to become a part in the system. So I have to go with the system
Right.
in order to elevate.
Exactly.
in this
Exactly.
society.
Exactly. We use you for an example from where you come from. Okay, you was a child drug dealer. You became an adult drug dealer.
Yes,
You went into the system.
yes,
Okay, you did what I call the metamorphosis in
Yes.
prison.
yes,
You came home and you continued to change your life coming
Yes.
home, even though you had triggers.
yes,
You know that was there. Your family was involved in different things, and you had things that you could have done coming home, but you chose not to do it.
yes,
You chose to get hooked up with some people that was doing some right things,
Yes.
and you're still doing some right things. So you did what I call the metamorphosis,
Yes.
because you did from the cocoon to the caterpillar, you know, to the butterfly.
the butterfly. Yes,
You know what I mean? So you've done the complete change, and it's a good thing because right now you're an example.
yes,
You're a role model.
yes,
You know, to the youngsters that you can grow up a certain type of way, but you don't have to be part of your environment.
yes,
You can leave that and change your life to be something better, and prove to people that you can do something different. with your life.
yes.
So we give you kudos for that.
Yeah, I appreciate the
Yeah,
kudos.
yeah, you get your kudos.
Yeah.
For me, you get kudos.
Yes.
You know, because you're doing some outstanding things,
Yes.
and to let people know in the community where you come from
Yes.
that you can change.
And that's the reason why I don't take flight. Like, my education is take me places where I can go to other places and blossom, but I don't want to blossom in other places because other places it won't matter.
Right.
See, right here, being from San Francisco, born and raised, people have seen my struggle in
Right,
life,
right,
seen all the things I used to do, and now they see me now. They got me. I'm like a person that's on the Free City Initiative, which is, if you live in San Francisco, you can go to San Francisco City College for free. I'm a poster child for that.
Right.
They got my face everywhere.
Right.
And people be like, man, I see you on the posters and billboards everywhere. And I
Right.
just be like, you know, you can do something different.
do
You can
that.
change your
You can do
life,
that.
man,
Right.
if you really put your heart and your mind into
Right,
it.
right. You can do that. You can do
Yes,
that.
you have access.
So I speak to people about we come in San Francisco in the ghettos. What they
Yes.
say, the ghettos. We come up in the ghettos, and a lot of people have handicaps.
Yes.
You know, they come from families that the mother and the father was dope fiends, the grandmother and grandfather was dope fiends, and they got a shame about that, right? They come up in the family where they don't know how to read and write. You know, they got a shame about that. They come up where they have to, at a certain age, they got to go out start selling dope to get shoes and clothes to wear because they've got to keep up with the Joneses. They got to think about that, you know. But the thing is that you have to get away from that shame, right? And you got to let people know what you're ashamed about. If you don't, you see that's become part of your life, right? So you got to let people know what you're ashamed about, and you got to take that and you got to go around that, go over that, or either go through that, and that's what you've done.
Yeah.
You know, you've come all the way around. You did the complete 360. You know, and it's a good thing because you saying now you're a poster child.
Yeah.
You know, you're making progress. You're making a difference in your community in San Francisco. You know, we had at one time it was 14%, 16% blacks in San Francisco. We're less than 3% now.
What?
We're less than 3%.
Wow.
Yeah, they getting us out of here. You see, so you have to make sure what you're doing sticks like crazy glue.
Yes.
Don't change. You know, people say that you can't do it. You made a lot of everybody said you couldn't do it because you're a living example. You're doing it.
Yes.
You know, so yeah. I congratulate you, my brother.
I appreciate that.
I congratulate you, and you keep on doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
You don't let nothing stop you from doing what you're doing.
Yes.
Only person that can stop you is you.
Yes.
You know, so yeah.
I wrote myself a little 3x5 index card, and on there I said, I'm not going to allow people or anything keep me, not even money, keep me from acquiring my master's degree.
There you go.
And it's stuck on my wall, and I look at it every day.
Yeah, you're right.
And when I don't, when I feel like I can't do it no more, or I'm frustrated because of stuff when life shows up, but I just like, man, you got things to do. You
Exactly.
ain't got no time to be worrying about whatever's over here.
Exactly.
Your plan is right here. This is your path.
There you go.
And I steadfast on
There
my
you go.
plan.
You got a purpose and a goal.
Yes.
You got a purpose and a goal in life. A lot of people don't have nothing in life.
Yes.
You know, you go outside and look at these tents. People walking around with nowhere to live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
In the rain, it's cold. It's below freezing out there at nighttime.
Yes.
And people walk around with nothing. You know,
Yes.
we got to count our blessings on a daily basis.
Yes.
You know, this didn't happen by chance. You said you had to go through what you went through to get to where you are now.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? You somewhere now.
Yes, and that's the key piece. Like, people be like, if you could change your life, what would you do? And I'd be like, man, I just lived the same life I lived, man, because if I wouldn't have lived that life then, I wouldn't be who I am now.
Exactly. You recognize that. That's good. That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. When you get those degrees, what are you going to do with them?
Well, my whole point, not to only show, but just to come in the community and show that you can come from here and still prosper and be whatever you want to be. That's one thing I liked about Barack Obama becoming president, because when I was a kid, we couldn't even fathom the thought or ascertain the thought of a black man being a president, right? Like, we know he's going to die and everything, right? But, this generation was able to see that you can do whatever you want to do.
Yes.
So that's my whole point, is not to leave the community, but stay in the community and show that, and be there with different resources and open up different non-profits to show, to help people like me. Because if it wasn't for somebody putting their hand out to me and helping me out, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
Right.
I just want to be able to, give back to my community.
Yeah,
and that's the whole point behind me going into health ed, which will transfer into public health, because I want to help people. I've been a part of the problem like majority of my life. Now I want to be part of the solution and help people get out of the situations that they might be in.
That's right on. I went out to San Francisco City College one day, and I went out there I forgot what it was. I think I was registering for a class, and I saw you. He was out there, and we kind of looked at each other and we smiled. We had a big old smile because it was good for me to see you out there, and I was going out there. So I said, okay, we got another brother doing what I'm doing. So it was good for me to see you out there. That made a big change in what I was doing, because I want to see somebody that was doing what I was doing. And you had been out there. You was going every day. You was catching the bus, going out there every day. So that was a good thing for me, man.
And that's the whole thing. See, when people see people who they can relate to doing something, it's just when I see my elders doing these meetings still, going to these support groups, being a part of these nonprofits or organizations, it lets me know I'm in the right place.
Right.
I need to be here. This is where I'm supposed to be at.
Right.
That it just trickles down. Like when somebody see me, you know what I'm saying? When, they see me, I'm not nobody, but if they see somebody who they know been where they've been at, then they're like, okay, it makes them like be, want to, go harder at their goals.
What they're doing. Yeah, well, we commend you. We commend you on the highest level, because, like I said, you're a role model for the younger generation that's coming up.
Yes.
You're a role model for the people that's down on 3rd and Pulu right now.
Yes.
Now they've been down there every day, all day in the rain, sneaking snow,
Man.
with rain suits on there, be down there all day.
Yes.
So you're a role model, for some of them to see you, where you come from to where you are now, and a lot of them seeing you. And I'm saying, wait a minute, I've seen Teddy, wait a minute, let me do something different.
Yeah, he was sleeping in cars.
Exactly.
He was sleeping in cars on Bishop Corner.
Exactly.
So West Side running around.
Exactly.
And now he's doing something
He's
totally different, man.
Completely different.
Yes.
He's sharp. He got his designer glasses on, and got his cut, and they got the City College shirt on.
Yeah.
You're doing something different, man. You're making a difference.
Yeah. I'm just I don't want to be no role model. What I want to be is a vessel to elicit hope to somebody that they can make it out of where they come from.
Sure.
That's all I want to be.
Sure.
And whatever that means, whatever title that might have on it, that's what it is.
Yes.
But I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, because I see people like yourself, and a lot of other people, Floyd Johnson, George Duran, Ron Perez, doing something different in the communities, man. And, these people were there when I was a boy, cussing them out. I remember I used to tell Cedric in the men's group in the A50, in San Bruno, that I'm gonna run around, I'm gonna snort this heroin, I'm gonna run around with these pistols and sell crack to your mama.
Yeah.
Now this is what I used to tell him when I was a boy, and now that man is still around here and seeing me doing something different. Yeah. So I just like, man, and he never gave up on me. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I came back, Craig Johnson was like, well, he looked like he ready, man.
Yeah.
And that put some more. I was ready, but that just put a little more into my being ready
Sure,
because I like also somebody got faith in me, man,
Sure.
and that just it spoke volumes to me,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
and that's why I sit where I'm at today.
Well, like I said, you had to go through something to get to where you are now.
Yeah.
And you went through it.
Yeah.
You went through. I use the example that at one time you lived in the cesspool.
Yeah.
And we all know what a cesspool is.
Yeah.
Right. You went from a cesspool and then they sent you to hell.
Mm-hmm.
You went to the penitentiary.
Mm-hmm.
You seen everything unnatural in the penitentiary.
Yes.
You know, people getting all kind of different things in the penitentiary. Then they send you back from the penitentiary back to society. What you gonna do with your life? You took your life back.
Mm-hmm.
So you took advantage of it
Yeah.
and continue doing what you're doing, my brother.
Yes.
You know, we wanna bring you back in some months,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Because we wanna put a chase on you now.
Yes.
We got you.
Yes.
Okay, so we want to bring you back in some months to see what you're doing, and we're gonna continue this.
Yes.
Okay, we gonna have a chapter and continue this, and we want to let the society know what you're doing and follow you for the
Yes.
next couple of years.
Okay.
Okay, so you continue doing what you're doing, brother.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna try to get up to Trail Hill, up to the meetings on Friday. I have a lot of stuff I'm doing, but I'm gonna find some time to get up there because you got an outstanding program,
Yeah.
and I'd like to be part of that.
Yeah, so like I have like a bunch of things I'm doing, a whole slew of things I'm doing. I have to find time to make sure that I stay on my path, though.
Sure.
So I have to make sure I hit my meetings.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Go to NA meetings. Go to my sponsor, work my steps, and continue to do the things that got me where I'm here, where I'm at. I can't act like I just did this all of a sudden.
Right.
It was I had help.
Right.
So I just continue doing the things that got me where I was at.
That's right.
And I just continue to do them. It's going to be a lifelong process, and I'm
Yes.
all right with that.
Yes, right. It's
Just like my
ongoing.
education is lifelong.
Right, it's ongoing. It's ongoing. It don't stop.
Yes.
So we want to thank you, brother, to come on the show tonight. We want to thank you and thank you and thank you and thank you for coming on. We want to put a leech on you, so to speak, and we want to continue this for months and years to come to
Yes.
bring you back on the show to see your study progress.
My pleasure, man.
Right.
Phone
So
call
thank you, my
away.
brother. Yes,
For
sir.
sure.
Thank you.
For
Thank you
sure.
for coming on the show.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got a success story. You know, we've seen people come in, we see them fall, we see them come back, and see them fall. But we got a success story that went from childhood to the adulthood, and he's doing some powerful things in the community today. He's doing some powerful things for self, and we want you to take a look at him, take a look at his history, take a look at his path down this road that he's going for the next year. So we want to follow him and bring him back on a regular basis, and give an update to let you know that you can change if you wish to change. The only person that stops you from changing is you. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the show. Every night is Saturday night on channel 29 at 7 o'clock. You can watch the show. Every other Thursday, we have a live show from 6:30 to 7. And we'll be talking from San Francisco to Chicago. We're talking about Department of Corrections in Chicago. For the last 3 years, they haven't had a budget. They just recently signed the budget. So we're talking to brothers in Chicago about Department of Corrections in Illinois and what they're going to do about putting programs back in the system. So we want to thank you for watching the show, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.